Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue with the reference materials. So earlier today we covered the Mistral. So now let's see what is next. The Mark 20 Rockeye II. Alright, Mark 20 Rockeye II. Title, Mark 6, Mark 7 Rockeye II. Dispenser, ISCB-1, CBU-59. Type, multi-purpose cluster bomb. Development. Since the Second World War, more than 100 types of air-launched dispenser weapons have been developed and entered service with the U.S. forces. The early weapons, some of which are still in service, fall into the M and Mark series, while the newer weapons are generally listed as cluster bomb units or CBUs. Each of these CBUs comprises a dispenser, suspended under wing unit or SUU, or a cluster adapter loaded with the appropriate bomb live unit or BLU, or other submunitions. Two of the best known and most widely used of these dispensers still in service are the Mark 7 with the Rockeye II and the SUU-30. Details of the SUU-30 are covered in a separate entry. The Mark 7 dispenser is believed to have been developed in the early 1960s and in the mid-60s was adapted to provide U.S. forces with an air-launched cluster bomb for attacking tanks, armored vehicles, and soft targets. The Rockeye II Mark 20 system was developed to carry 247 dual-purpose anti-armor boblets and was fitted with a newly developed nose-mounted fuse system to control the opening of the Mark 7 dispenser at a predetermined altitude. The bomblet was designated Mark 118. Sorry, it's really small on my screen. And the new fuse Mark 339. After extensive testing, the Rockeye II system entered service in the early 1970s. There is a similar dispenser to the Mark 7 called the Mark 6 that is used only by the USN and is only recognizable by its thermal protective coating and markings. Further development over the years produced other submunitions and bomblets for use with the Mark 6 and 7 dispensers. One of these is an area denial weapon called the ISCB-1 Area Denial Cluster Weapon. In this case, the Mark 7 contains 160 programmable fragmentation 65 dummy bomblets. Another development is a weapon that carries 717 BLU-77B anti-personnel anti-material or APAM bomblets and is designated CBU-59B. The Mark 7 dispenser was designed to be compatible with both US and NATO tactical aircraft, and they can be carried internally or externally and delivered at high speed, low altitude, or from high altitude. Aircraft cleared to carry the Mark 6 and 7 dispensers include the A-4 Skyhawk, the A-6E Intruder, the A-7E Corsair, the AV-8B Harrier, A-10 Warthog, F-4 Phantom, F-5 Tiger, F-15E Strike Eagle, F-16 Fighting Falcon, F-111, Hawk, Jaguar, Mirage, and Tornado aircraft. Description: the Mark 7 dispenser is a bomb-like weapon with a cylindrical body that has an ogival nose, a cruciform tail unit comprising 4 fixed extending fins, and a nose-mounted fusing system. The dispenser, which has 356mm spaced suspension lugs, is 2.34 meters long, including nose fuse, and has a body diameter of 355mm. The tail span closed is 0.44 meters and extends to 0.86 meters once the weapon has cleared the release aircraft. The Mark 339 nose fuse is common to all variants of the Mark 7. It provides ground-selected options for varying dispenser opening times and ensures safe separation from the aircraft prior to arming. When used as a Rockeye II cluster bomb system, the Mark 7 dispenser is filled with 247 Mark 118 bomblets and weighs 222 kilograms. The Mark 118 bomblets are 316mm long, including nose probe, have a body diameter of 48mm, a fin span of 45mm, and weigh 0.61 kilograms. Their warhead consists of a shaped charge containing 183 grams of high explosive. The bomblet is designed primarily as an anti-armor weapon for use against hard targets such as tanks, armored carriers, and gun emplacements. However, they are equally effective against soft targets such as parked aircraft, truck convoys, and small ships. The nose probe contains an impact fuse that discriminates between hard and soft targets, foliage, and camouflage. Specifications: Mark 6 or 7 dispenser, Rockeye II, length 2.34 meters, body diameter 355mm, tail span 0.44 meters closed, lug spacing 356mm, weight 222 kilograms. For the Mark 118 bomblet, length 0.316 meters, body diameter 48 millimeters, tail span 0.045 meters, lug spacing not applicable, weight 0.61 kilograms. Filling for the Mark 6.7 dispenser, 247 Mark 118 bomblets, Mark 118 bomblet, 0.183 kilograms, shape charge. So this looks like perhaps a Navy crew loading up cluster bombs for an aircraft. And excuse me, that seems to be the only stock photo we have. So here is the 3D view, and that is one. All right, sorry, the game crashed there, but that is one bulgy bomb. But makes sense considering all the submunitions it carries. I definitely wouldn't want to be caught in the blast radius of this guy. So I think that will conclude our videos for today. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.